Are you ready? Grab your paper and your pen because here we go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's Thursday.
Yay!
And thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you all. So I'm going to say right off the bat that when people type, I cannot see. So I don't mean to be rude, but I just can't see that far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can drive well, though.
Do you have your phone?
My phone is up there.
Oh, of course it is.
Yes, I do have my phone.
Well, I was going to say, because like this is on my laptop, and I could actually take my phone and it'll let me know when people are messaging, right?
Right.
That doesn't work for you. No benefit. Okay. Hi, Daniel. Welcome. So today's topic is
self-sabotage. A huge topic because we all do it. We all do it.
And we don't always know that we're doing it.
No. That's why it's self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
No one means to sabotage themselves. I know I don't.
I don't know about that. I think some people deliberately do it.
So you think some people think, I'm going to help myself fail.
Yeah, I do. I think sometimes people do deliberately fail because they're afraid of change or they're afraid of success. So they don't do as well of a job as they would ordinarily do if they really wanted the other side of whatever that is.
Right, but do you think that they think to themselves, I want to fail, so I'm going to do this to fail? That's what I mean about choosing to self-sabotage.
I don't know. I think maybe some people do, yeah.
I don't know anyone.
I do. I think some people actually do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I know, well, we've had self-sabotage behavior. But then again, the question becomes, what is self-sabotage? Mm. So self-sabotaging behavior is any behavior that affects your long-term goals in a negative way. For instance, I want to lose weight. I know everything I'm supposed to do, but yet I don't do it. And then I wonder 3 months down the road why I haven't lost any weight. And so working with, weight clients in that way, a lot of times it could be because of emotional eating, and they don't realize they're emotionally eating. I knew a lady once who, she really wanted to lose weight. She'd done the cycle over and over again. And while working with her, realizing that deep down, she actually didn't want to lose weight because she was afraid. She was afraid based on an experience that had happened to her when she was much younger. And if she stayed this way, she wouldn't get hurt again. So after much digging, finding out what really was the root cause as to why.
I feel like there's multiple reasons why we self-sabotage ourselves, whether we know that we're doing it or whether we don't. I think that sometimes we try to overachieve or even sometimes overcompensate, and then through the course of our day, through the course of our day or through the course of our week or our month or our year or whatever it is that we're doing, sometimes, like for myself, I'll have to say, why aren't you doing that? Know that's what you need to do to get to here. What is it about this that you're not doing, and why are you not doing it? Like I have that conversation with myself all of the time. It's almost as though I set myself up for failure. It's like somewhere deep in the recesses of my brain, I deliberately am like trying to sabotage something, and I don't even know it. I'm not aware of it. I'm not consciously aware of it, and I don't know why I do that. And I think loads of us out there do that, and that's part of overcoming and growing. Is learning more about yourself, learning more about yourself inside,
self-awareness,
and then trying to fix it. But actually trying to take a hard look at yourself and fix it,
which is a key.
Yes,
because you have to look inside and ask yourself questions and not go, because it's just too difficult. I don't want to. No, there's a reason why we don't succeed at what we're doing. A huge self-sabotage behavior I had was, I'm working on it. Procrastination. Procrastination. It plays out where, yes, I know I need to do this thing, but you know what? I call myself a productive procrastinator. Oh. Because you know what I do?
No.
All of these other things on my list that I had been procrastinating about now become more important about what I really should be doing.
I don't think that counts.
It does count because
Not.
I'm still not doing what I'm supposed to be doing over here.
Right.
And I'm going, okay, well, I can do this. The only reason I do it is because I like to be productive. But this is the area I should be working on. I do it.
Yeah.
I had to laugh at myself. It was last year. I looked at myself. I said, gosh, Carolyn, you haven't wanted to clean or tackle this closet in so long. And all of a sudden you've got this project you have to do. And now this becomes important.
Yeah. And yes.
Right. So that was procrastination and self-sabotage in that. And I had to just laugh at myself and go, okay, Carolyn, if you had time to clean this closet, you had time to do that.
And you know what else? The other part of that is when you procrastinate over and over and over and over again, not only do the things that you should have done back then when the moment was right would have been so much smaller, but now that we've procrastinated, it's become this mountain of a job. So now it takes twice or 3 or 4 times as long, right? If we hadn't have procrastinated. But guess what else happens? When you procrastinate, like, okay, last Friday I was supposed to do something, I'm going to do it this Friday. Well, what have I been doing all week that was so important, that was so time consuming, that warranted that procrastination? Because now I can sit here and say, well, God, I really did have time to do that job. I really did have so much space in my week. I could have done it.
So I hear a lot, I'm going to start working out next week.
Not for
people
me,
say, well, no, you never say that. But people say, well, I'll start next week. Okay, Monday. We start on Monday. And I always go, why not just start today?
Yeah, but I think, like maybe not just with the workout, but that's a good example. I think some people love. It's a hobby and they just really love it, and they love all the endorphin rush, and they love everything that comes with exercise and the final result. And other people just don't have any interest in it.
That's fine, but I'm talking about people who want to do it.
Yes.
Want the results, but will procrastinate.
Right, but I'm saying that the people that keep saying, well, I'll do it next week or I'll start next week, maybe it's just not their thing and they're forcing themselves to do something that they just don't want to do. So they're going to spend all that time talking themselves out of it. Maybe they could find an alternative to the thing that they're procrastinating on and make it more around what they're good at.
Right.
And make it more fun. And that would help with the procrastination, which will then help in self-sabotaging.
Okay. I mean, that's true. But if you want to lose weight, you're not going to do it by not moving.
Well, I understand that.
So it doesn't matter what activity it is. Keep saying, I'm going to wait till next week.
Right.
Is not going to help you.
Right. But would they say, let's wait until next week?
I hear it all the time.
If they could figure out a way to accomplish it, but on a different way. Like, for example, we're going to use exercise just because that's what we're talking
roll your eyes at
That's
me?
just because no, I'm not. That's because that's what we're talking about. If you said to me right now, okay, Donna, you will exercise for the next 3 days and we're going to do yoga, I would fall over myself trying to figure out excuses to not do yoga. And if you said to me, we're going to exercise for the next 3 days, and we're going to do whatever exercise you like, whatever you liked, and you dig through and try to get there, I would come up with swimming. I love swimming. You'd have no problem getting me in the pool.
And I would allow you to do that.
Yeah. And I think
and then come up with the plan. Well, that's what I'm saying. People I work with, come up with a plan.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Yeah. It's not about me, because I'm not the one trying to accomplish the goal.
Right.
And I'm not responsible for it.
That's right.
I'm just trying to help you get there. So you tell me, this is what I want. Then next week, well, how did it go?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do any of it.
Right. Well,
I mean, I'm waiting till next week, or I'm waiting until the first of the month, or it's just something I hear all the time. Another way, I think it's like avoiding conversations. You procrastinate to have a conversation that is required because you're afraid of the result.
Yeah, I think that's difficult, and it's different. I mean, we can self-sabotage anything.
Oh, everything.
And everything. We can totally do that. Guys, I know that there's a load of you on here, actually. We're just completely ignoring you. Hi! Add to the conversation, put it in there, and we'll get our binoculars out and try to read it. We'll do our best. But it's right. I mean, self-sabotage can come from any area of your life, for any reason, any excuse, anything.
Right.
I think maybe sometimes people are just afraid of change, and they're afraid of growth, and they're afraid of what might be, because what has been is so familiar. And I think, therefore, self-sabotage becomes a subconscious way to allow ourselves forgiveness and an excuse to not move further. And we don't even know we're doing it.
Right.
That's exactly what I think it is.
So a sign of that there's an area in your life that you're sabotaging, self-sabotaging, is you repeat cycles that work against you. Like you can start off really well, and then all of a sudden, whether it's months or a year later, you're back to where you were. And then you have to ask yourself, how did I get here again?
Yeah.
So if you keep repeating cycles, if you're in a job and the same situation always comes up, like I never get along with anybody in my job, but you've been in 5 different jobs.
Well, then you need to look at yourself.
You have to look at yourself.
Yeah.
Right. There is a reason why, because you can't go, so it happens all the time.
It does happen all the time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we self-sabotage our self-sabotage, right?
Okay, you'll have to explain that one to me.
Well, I
think it's great to sabotage the self-sabotage. Kill it.
Kill the self-sabotage. But what I mean by that is sometimes when we sabotage something that we're doing or should be doing, we then allow it. We come to terms with the sabotage, like it's totally okay and approachable, and that's what we should be doing with that sabotage, which is a double whammy, because now we're sabotaging the sabotage. Instead of healing from it, fixing it, growing, and moving on, we're finding all these magical excuses of why it's okay for us to behave the way that we're behaving. So say that cupboard you were talking about, cleaning out your cupboard, you get today, a week later, you're like, okay, I'm totally going to do it. And then the slightest little bit of anything could stop that mojo and you don't do it again. So you're now bringing in new sabotage on the self-sabotage you're trying to heal. So does that make any sense?
So we need lots of help then.
We need help. We totally need lots of help. We need lots and lots of help.
So as I was thinking about self-sabotage, and I was thinking about a big one of mine was perfectionism, like wanting to do everything perfectly.
You do? You're like that?
I did. I was very much so.
Yeah.
And I remember the journey of having to come out of it, because it stopped me from trying new things.
Yep.
Because what if I fail?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. So
and
that was mine, right? It's not good enough, because some people have, what if I succeed? They're afraid to succeed. So I really had to sit there, and this was a process. It was a journey, and find out why I wouldn't. And it was robbing me from enjoying new experiences.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time you couldn't come to my house unless it was perfect.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want you to think any one way about me. And then I started homeschooling 3 children.
That's it.
All my perfectionate ways of looking at my house.
But it no longer was a priority, because you had other priorities that superseded that one, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Like my house is always clean.
Mm-hmm. Clean and messy are 2 different things.
Tidy.
Yes.
And messy are 2 different things. You can have a house that's messy, but it's still clean.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Clean.
So, like, my house is clean and it's tidy, except for today. I normally, because you're here sitting on my couch, I would be like, oh God, don't look at the kitchen, don't go in here, don't do that. But I've got family in from overseas, or Hawaii's kind of overseas. You go over something. I've got family in from Hawaii, and we're just having a good old time. We're just like throwing stuff everywhere, and there's pizza crumbs everywhere and all the rest of it. And ordinarily I would say, give me 5 minutes. I need to quickly, clean it all up. But it's not a priority right now. It's going to have to wait. I've other things to do. Whereas 6 months ago, I would have made you stay on the front porch.
And here's the thing. I wouldn't have cared.
I wouldn't have.
I know, but I'm thinking about how that affects our lives.
Yes.
Because of what we think other people will think. If you come to my house now and it's not perfect, if you judge me for it,
but that's
I don't care.
You're judging yourself, and that's where the self-sabotage comes in. Other people don't care if you walk in and I've got last night's pizza on the kitchen counter. The box is closed. Right. There's no bugs anywhere. It's totally fine. I just haven't chucked it in the bin yet. Is it going to ruin your day? And are you going to leave here and say, I cannot believe that woman had a pizza box on her
I want to
counter?
put a post on Facebook. You'll never believe who had.
With pictures. It's stereo. But I'm sitting here thinking, I can't believe she's sitting on my couch. I didn't clean up the kitchen and the dining room.
So that's so
That's
stressful.
self-sabotage.
It is self-sabotage.
That's self-sabotage. It's almost like you find a reason to dig at yourself.
Right. So
That's
now that
exactly
self-talking, that self-talk, that
Yes.
negative self-talk that robs us and causes so much stress
Yes.
in our lives.
Yeah, and it's needless because nobody else is worried about these minute little things. So you know what you need to do? You need to get over yourself because it's not worth the worry and it's not worth the stress that you put yourself through every single time you start to self-sabotage. You need to learn new language and start saying the positive things to yourself and not the, oh gosh, what if I can't? What if I do? What if I don't? It should always be a positive message to change all of those negative words into something positive.
Right. So I'm not good at it. Well, how do you know if you've never tried? I'm going to try my best.
Yeah.
And those are my burpee people.
My
burpee people in class.
I don't know what that means.
Burpees.
Like
yes. No, burpees is an exercise.
Is it a piece of equipment?
No, it's going, down, out, jumping up and stuff. And I hated burpees. My class hates burpees. But we do it together. We say, I can do this.
Get each other
we get through it. Right.
Together.
Because of the benefit. Right. But the mindset of where I can't do one.
You have to change it.
Yeah.
Which is what we were just saying. If you change your mindset, change that voice inside of yourself that you spend so much time listening to and start making those positive words, change the negative words, that actually becomes a habit.
It does.
All the bad becomes a habit. So does the good.
It does. If you're consistent and intentional with it. But first you have to identify it.
Yes,
if you can identify it, what is going on, because your worst enemy is not on the outside, it's right here in between your ears.
And if you don't know, there's people that can help you, even people that are your friends, because they love you enough to say to you, well, I do notice that you do this a bit, or I do notice you do that a bit. And then really have self-reflection time and try to figure out why it is that you do what you do. And it may just be that you just formed a bad habit one day and you have no idea. Jackie Thompson says she hates burpees.
Yes, but they're always a love-hate relationship, aren't they, Jackie? But we do, though. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you don't know a burpee.
Should everybody watch? Space. Should we watch Carolyn do a burpee? I can move the camera. There's a whole room of space.
You can come to class.
That's ridiculous.
Come to class. And I know several people, I can't see, but anybody who's been in class with me knows that I've done.
Mindy, Rika, hi, love.
Hi,
thanks.
Mindy. Mindy knows burpees.
Does she? Okay, so we've got Jackie, we've got Marilyn, Elena, Thomas, David, Hillary. Hi, Hillary. Diane, 2 Dianes, all at the same time. Hi, guys. Hi, Chantel. Thanks for joining. There's loads more of you here, but I can't see. Jackie says she can do a burpee.
I know.
Videotape it and put it in the comments. I want to see it.
And that's the thing. A lot of times we think we cannot do something.
Yeah.
If you're telling yourself that, ask yourself the question, why can't I?
Yeah.
Why do I think that? Why do I believe that I cannot do something?
Yeah.
Because oftentimes it's not true.
Yeah. And you actually, gosh. Okay.
Tiffany.
Sorry, fine. I deserve to be spit on. Mindset is so powerful.
So powerful.
Like what I can remember specifically is when you are in the middle of something where it's awful and you literally, your voice inside your head gets so loud that it's like, I can't do it. I'm going to die. I'm going to fall off the treadmill. I'm going to this, that, I'm going to whatever. And the second you say to yourself, stop it.
Yep.
I can do this. It makes it so, you wouldn't believe the burst of energy that you get. Not just about exercise. I don't know how we always end up on exercise, but with anything that you do, anything.
Yeah.
The coaching clients that I get usually are coming to me because they can't do something.
Yes.
And during our sessions, it becomes, wow, not only can I, but I'm really, really good at this.
Yes.
They just need a little bit of a push, or just need to extract the reasons why they can't, and then extract the fact that they can.
Well, that's why I love coaching. Life coaching, fitness coaching, whichever coaching I love, because it is about self-awareness, and it's taking that journey and helping people understand why they think the way they do and what's stopping them from getting their tasks accomplished. And it's always rewarding.
we're capable of so much more than we allow ourselves to be capable of.
Where?
And I think if you remember that I am capable of so much more than I allow myself to be, you will go for, I need to peg that quote.
It's on there.
It's on there. Write that down. Put my name underneath it. That was really good. Then we could be so much more. Okay, we got some comments here. So, Pam, hey love, when I was dealing with negative thoughts, my friend used to tell me that my brain was lying to me. I don't want to do burpees.
I don't want. Pam, no one wants. Well, no, I'm not going to say no one wants to. I'd say 95% of people do not want to do burpees.
Well,
we just do them.
Why don't we just get rid of the whole burpee phase and move on to something else?
They're excellent for you.
Full of ideas today. Get rid of them.
But I like that your brain is lying to you. My brain is lying to you.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah, it's what we're saying.
Absolutely.
And interesting enough about brain, I was talking to a friend yesterday. We create what paths in our brains based on what we tell ourselves.
Yeah.
So part of
pus.
What?
I'm calling it pus.
I'm trying to be scientific here because this is really scientifically proven.
It's like an
they
infection.
don't call it pus, but we
pus.
create these neural wave paths in our brains, and now we have to retrain by speaking positively versus negatively.
Get the pus
get rid
out.
of the pus. It is. It's like an infection.
If you know nothing other than, if you take away nothing from this video, take away the pus that's infecting the brain and start speaking positively to yourself.
Put the antiseptic in it, which are the good thoughts. Talk to yourself positively.
Yes.
And another self-sabotage thing that I find very common is the belief system, I'm not worth it.
Oh, God, yes. Yes.
I'm not worth it.
And yes, you are, by the way.
You are worth it.
Yes, you are.
But to be able to recognize it. So you see it again in relationships that repeat cycles, or why can't I just keep a boyfriend, or why can't I stay married? And then digging down, I'm not worth it.
Yeah.
So I don't learn how to communicate, or I don't learn how to trust, and because I'm not worth it. And then we end up creating situations where we either push people away.
Right.
Especially if you've been rejected a lot, you create that and you self-sabotage it. And then you can be in a relationship with a healthy person and they're going, what's going on here?
Well, you know what? That's also a habit. And I think there's so much to say on that.
There is.
You can be a victim of your circumstance, or you can be a survivor of your circumstance.
Yeah.
But you know, when you get those negative things, like you were just saying, that can be bred into you from day one, from the day you were born, depending on your situation and the people that you were with. But, and then when they're gone and now you're in a healthy relationship and you're still doing it to yourself, it's almost like you're replacing the person or people that were doing that to you, and now you're doing it to yourself because you don't know any other way. So
and you ruin a good thing.
You really have to dig down and find your strength, because you have the strength to stop sabotaging yourself. Every single person on this video and everybody that will ever watch this video, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing it, you have the strength to stop the sabotage and to improve your life from the toes to the tippy top of your pussy pods.
Okay.
Right?
You do. You have the strength. And if you don't realize you are, because we all do it, support.
Yep.
Your support system. Ask people around you, people who know you, people who know your cycles and trends. And again, last week we talked about perspective, getting people to challenge the way you think.
Absolutely.
And call you on it.
You should always, you know what, look at your network, look at your people, look at your key people in your life. Are they having a positive effect on you? If they're not, you need to get positive affecting people. You get to choose who you hang around with. You get to choose, what you do for a living. You get to make so many decisions in your life, especially in the countries that we're in. You have freedom as an option in so many parts of your life. So if you are stuck in a situation, you just don't know how to get out, there is a way out. Ask for help. Ask for help.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I always believe there's always a solution.
Yes.
May not be easy, challenging, which is another
Good things
reason.
Aren't easy.
Never.
That's the reward for going through the dirt.
Or the burpees.
Okay, let's not get carried away.
I can't resist that.
That's the first thing I'm going to do when we get off here is type in burpees.
I'd love to get you to do one.
I was talking to a friend this morning, and the conversation basically was, when you are going through something, when you go through a struggle, the struggle is the road, is the journey to the reward. And at the end of your struggle, there is a reward, but you're never going to get to it unless you go through the struggle. And that's the problem. So many people find something difficult and then it stops. You just stop and you give up, which is all back to the self-sabotage. Understand that no matter what you want in life, you have to work for it, and you're going to find struggles, and you're going to learn how to overcome them. You're going to overachieve and become an overachiever, because every step on that mountain that you climb, that struggle gets easier and easier and easier until you get the reward. But all of those things that you get along the way are your teaching points that you can share with other people.
Right. So that's a perspective. And then when you're in the struggle, because there are times you're in a struggle and you just cannot do it on your own. And this is where being vulnerable and open to somebody else to who can help you with that. Yeah. You should do it.
Yeah. It's like John Maxwell. Sorry.
I was going to say, this is where pride is self-sabotage.
Absolutely. Be more humble.
Be humble, because pride will say, I can do this by myself. And then you keep failing and keep failing. Eventually, if you will just say, you know what, I cannot do this by myself, I need help, you'll get over it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You get it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pride's a big one.
We have a couple more hellos. We've got Maria and Mary and Alberta. Hi, love. All the way from Florida. I think you're in Florida still. Thank you for watching. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
So I don't know. I think we should start moving off here, because we've been on for 27 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Yes, definitely. That did go very quickly.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, self-sabotage is a huge subject. So this week, think about an area in your life where you keep going round in the same thing. So look at a cycle in your life, examine it, and start asking yourself questions as to, why do I keep getting stuck in this place?
And write it down.
Write it down. Start that self-awareness aspect in it, asking yourself the question, watching, so ask people around you, what have they noticed? Yeah. But start thinking about it.
Journal it. Get all that negativity out of your head and put it on paper. Throw the paper away. It's no longer in your head.
It's not in your head.
Journal it down and chuck it out and put some new, fresh information in there.
And you can write those down too. Yep. And find the person who can challenge on you when you speak that negative thoughts. And I'm thinking about a friend of mine, and she knows who she is. Every time she comes up with something, I'm like, stop it. I literally stop it.
Oh,
and then
sounds like a good friend.
And then say what you can do. Don't tell me what you cannot do. Say what you can do.
Yeah, and so the other side of that coin, you bring up a very good point, and that is, we're already self-sabotaging ourselves. Everybody does it. Everybody does it at some point in their life. So when somebody comes to you for advice, be that positive voice for them. They're already self-sabotaging themselves enough. They don't need to hear any negative from anybody else, because all that's doing is really planting that self-sabotage in them, which they're already doing themselves. Be a positive light in somebody's life and help them overcome whatever difficulty it is that they're trying to overcome.
Yeah. Let's be friends to one another. Yeah. Lift each other up. Okay.
Yay. All right.
So with that being said, have an awesome weekend.
We are out of here.
Yes. It's Friday tomorrow. So thank you all so much.
Yeah. Be safe. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Get it.
Follow Carolyn and Donella on Facebook, and for your free weekly email sent to your inbox filled with business tools, tricks, inspiration, and so much more, go to www.donellafields.com. Remember, we're live every Thursday at 1. See you then.